I want you to really do all of these exercises. I want you to really do the healing exercise where you write down all the belief systems that don't serve you. I want you to burn it. I want you to write the opposite down, right? These are your new affirmations. This is you healing yourself. This is you forming new healthy belief systems. And you probably find as you go along this journey that you change that. Maybe with every full moon, with every cleansing ritual that you do, you change it, right? Because you're growing. This is good. All right. It's normal for people to not really understand what's going on with you, right? Sometimes you're a phoenix rising and you may have, shall we say, pigeons around you who like to poop on everything, right? But that's why if you're an eagle flying high, then you're above the pigeons, right? And you have bulletproof confidence and you know that no matter what, you've got this, all right? And sometimes what people want to do is they want to pull down an eagle or a phoenix flying high because they want you to come back down to where they are. And often they don't mean it. Sometimes they do. And that's a toxic relationship that you need to remove, right? In some shape or form, or you know, there's been social distancing. So sometimes you have to emotionally distance yourself, right? In the kindest possible way that you can do it to them and to yourself. This is what self-love is also, right? Self-love is knowing better. But then you need to do better. Most of the time people know better, but they don't actually do better. They don't actually come out of that toxic relationship. They don't actually leave that toxic job. They don't stop those toxic health habits, right? They maintain that scarcity mindset around money. Why is all of that? It all comes down to the subconscious mind. It's their belief system. They want it so badly to be different. But it's not about that. It's that kind of desperation. Like, I really want this. I wish, I hope. No. No wishing, no hoping, no trying. You just make a decision. Making a decision comes from a place of empowerment. All right, empowerment within yourself, not in somebody else, not in your spouse, not in your parent, in your child, in somebody else. You're going to live your life through your children. No, it's you within yourself, owning your power, right? Knowing that I got the power. And I want you to say it out loud now, right? I got the power. I am a conqueror. I am a warrior of love and light. I've totally got this. I don't know how, right? I don't know the exact steps. I don't know the how, but I know I've got this. That is the first step. Then, just like you've got Google Maps, right? You got to know what is the destination. That is the life that you've written down, very specific. This is an order, like going to a restaurant or takeaway, when you order specifically what you want. You know, you might say, I want this and I want no sauce. I want it hot. I want it spicy. But, you know, I want, extra, onion, whatever it is. Okay. All of those things, that's very specific, right? So in the same way, I want you to write down your life what it exactly is you want. Your life partner, not a person, because that's not up to you. All right. But the qualities of the relationship. What is it like? Google, what is a healthy relationship? That's what you should focus on. It's filled with mutual, deep respect, right? For one another, affection, healthy boundaries, support for each other's, carrying out each other's soul mission, our life purpose, freedom to be yourself, to be your absolute authentic self, right? Freedom for self-care. That is not a luxury. Can you see how I'm listing out healthy aspects of a healthy relationship? None of that is toxicity. And have a look at the relationships that you have, whether they're romantic or whatever, all relationships, because these are the aspects of a healthy relationship. And I want you to write down exactly what the relationship is like. What are you doing together? What's it like when you're at a restaurant together? What's it like? How are you spending your evenings together? How are you waking up together? Right? What's it like when you're just at home in your pajamas, lounging around on a weekend or in the evening. What are you doing? What is it specifically? What's the feeling? How does it feel? Right? These things are really important that you write it down in detail. Your job. What is your job like? What are you doing? How are you serving? How much are you earning per month? So if you want to be earning £10,000 per month, then I am so happy and grateful that I am earning in excess of £10,000 per month, because obviously you don't want to limit yourself. But you say it. This is an affirmation, right? And what I want you to do is to put all of that, all of your goals down. I want you to think of what is the biggest thing that I really want in my professional life and in my personal life. Now, you may find, hopefully, that they intertwine, right? Because that means you're really living out your soul mission and your life purpose, right? And you're making that also the way in which you're creating wealth for yourself and your loved ones and for everyone else around you that you're serving. That's beautiful. But either way, something professional, something personal, maybe it's the same, maybe they overlap. And that should be around, it's kind of like a synopsis of the life that you want, the life movie. And I want you to write that down on what we call a goal card. All right. So it's like a business card size or anything, but I want you to write it down, starting with, I am so happy and grateful now that, and write it down and merge it together like a synopsis of the life that you want. And then what I want you to do is I want you to look at that goal card and carry it around with you. I keep mine on the back of my phone, right? I have it on my screensaver, so I see it every single day. I want you to write it down every day, or I want you to record it on a voice memo and listen to it every single day, this movie script, right? Especially when you wake up or when you go to sleep, because that's when your subconscious mind is at its most active. When you're kind of a bit sleepy, that's the best time. So if you're waking up in the middle of the night, right, especially if you're feeling anxious or worried, that's because you're on the fear side. You need to get yourself to the faith side. The best way is gratitude. Write things down that you're grateful for and listen to your voice memo of the life that you want. Close your eyes, visualize it, and focus on the feeling, that feeling of deep emotional fulfillment, relief, peace of mind, freedom, security, abundance. What does that look like to you? Right? If I was to say, right, here you go, here's peace of mind, here's prosperity, here's security, here's abundance. What does that look like to you? What is the income that you're getting? What is the kind of house that you look like? What's the relationship like? Maybe you're not in a relationship, right? Maybe you're not in the relationship you're in now, right? So focus on that. Forget everything else that's going on. Don't let that enter your subconscious mind. You need to focus on what you want. That is the best thing that you can do for the world, is have amazing emotional stability, right? In a healthy way, healthy boundaries in all of your relationships, starting with a relationship with yourself. That is the best thing that you can do to help other people, is to be at an amazing, very centered, calm place yourself. You just being you, your beautiful, authentic self, and being a warrior of love and light, a warrior who has stability in all their emotions, right? So that is super important. You always have a choice. You never, ever, ever have to compromise on being yourself. All right. And you really focus on absolute self-mastery. This is the most important thing. I want you to take that beautiful life that you have written down on that piece of paper and imagine it's a seed, right? Imagine it as a seed. And what I want you to do now is I want you to imagine that you are planting that seed. You're planting that seed, and that soil that you're planting it in, that is your mind. That is your subconscious mind, deep into the subconscious mind. Imagine it's a beautiful garden. You can close your eyes if you want. It's a beautiful garden, right? It's your place. Maybe it's a beach, maybe it's a garden, maybe it's a tropical garden, maybe it's whatever it is that you want. And I want you to plant that seed. And I want you to imagine that it's a very beautiful, nurturing environment, which you are creating with your thoughts, right? So your affirmations that you're thinking of, the way in which you're feeling, all of these things are the sunshine and the rain and this beautiful, healthy environment for the seed to grow. It's like growing a baby, right? So negative news, negative, toxic people, mindsets, all of these things, the seed's not going to grow. There's nothing to be scared of, but it's just see it as like, interesting. Okay, I can see how this is not good for me. All right. So you need to remove that. You need to cut that out. All right. You need to take some time to think about that. And what you want to do instead is where energy goes, focus flows. You're focusing all on that seed. That seed, right? It's like planting an oak tree or a banyan tree, right? There's deep roots going down into Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, strong like a mountain, right? This is what your root chakra is. Strong like a mountain, completely unshakable, there for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, no matter what storm may come along, right? They're just still there, standing there. That is what bulletproof confidence is. That is the self-image that you have of yourself. That comes from that place of self-love. That is why it's so important. It's not a luxury doing self-care. It's not go to the spa, do those things. I'm not saying don't do these things. Go and get your hair done, put some makeup on, put in a nice outfit. I do, like it makes you feel great. Do those things, but I'm talking about deep inner work. Okay. That is what it's all about. And enjoy the makeup and all of the whatever it is that makes you feel happy, that is healthy for you. Whatever is good for you, do that. All right. Obviously, another thing to talk about with self-love is nutrition, right? So good nutrition that is good for you. I'm not talking about body size. I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm talking about healthy body, right? So that's important to focus on. Health is how you treat yourself, right? Is part of self-love, what you feel that you truly deserve. But of course, everything in moderation, right? So you enjoy everything, because why? You have a healthy relationship with food, right? It's not a draconian, it's not about calories. You see it as fuel for your beautiful body, right? And everybody, no matter what shape, size, color, whatever, scars and beautiful, scars. I've got loads of scars and I see them as gorgeous tattoos, right? That I've got from the school of life, right? And I've got, each one has like a little story, So some of them were challenging at the time, some of them were blessings, like my scars on my stomach from when I had my babies, like, including the burn mark that you can't actually see it as much now, but I've got this massive burn, on my arm from when I was a kid, right? And so there's just so much, my acne scars, right? All of it is part of life that is telling your unique, beautiful story. All right. So, you should just embrace it all, and come from a place of gratitude. And that all comes down to self-love. All right. Treating yourself beautifully, because that's the energy you're going to give off. And then especially with relationships, all types of relationships, that's also what you attract through law of attraction, because you're feeling so good about yourself, right? Not just on the surface, but also deep inside. You feel so good about yourself, right? You love yourself. Like, yeah, I love myself. I feel good, right? I feel awesome. I'm so full of myself, right? My cup runneth over with love for everyone, okay? Including myself. So I feel good about that. I think that's a massive asset and a beautiful thing to see, okay, in every single person. And I'm honored to be able to teach this to you and to teach this to my children as well. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your seed. I want you to nurture it and really look after it. Okay. And just like those trees, it will grow into this beautiful, you're going to see it create, and you're going to imagine it's happening right here, right now. This is how manifestation works. It's an exact science. You nurture it every day. You don't think too much about the how. You take your inspired action. All right, I'm going to start a business because this is the income I want. This is my life purpose, right? So now I'm going to, from that place of belief, now I'm going to look at the strategies, right? I'm going to invest and really find these people who are on my level, who have great vibration, and can also teach me that too, which we actually also cover in our masterminds too, in our 6-month mastermind on creating your own business as well, specifically online and coaching. All right. So you can really serve people. Living out your life purpose is such a beautiful thing. So I want you to really focus on yourself, because that is how you have healthy relationships. Because someone who doesn't respect you, someone who is toxic, someone who is narcissistic, is not your fault at all. However, if you don't have beautiful self-love for yourself in a very healthy way, then you're also showing someone that, well, I don't really think much of myself, so other people are going to think the same thing. What you think of yourself, what you really think of yourself, your self-image, because that is the energy you put out there. Whatever you're saying is one thing, but it's the energy you're giving off, right? Like the radio signals, like the microwaves, these are signals that you can't see, but you're giving it off, okay? So what you want to do is the way in which you love yourself, that is what you're showing people how to treat you, right? When you treat yourself so well, you're taking time for yourself, you're looking after yourself, right? Then you're showing other people, I've got high standards for myself. Look at how well I take care of myself, right? And that also shows then in someone who is, attracted to you, right? Because that's what you're then attracting, someone who is in alignment with that. Someone who doesn't really think much of you, or doesn't think much of women or men, or the way your lifestyle or taking care of yourself, anything. They're going to be repelled by that, and that is good. All right, because you want to actually repel what is not good for us, so focus on self-love. That is where it all starts, the foundation of self, your root chakra. Okay, so your root chakra, there are some beautiful recordings on YouTube. You can just Google it. All right. But I also have an album of all the different chakras, and that's what we cover in our mastermind as well. If you really want a deep dive on this, and you really want to be one of my warriors of love and light, it would be an honor to work with you and to serve you and to help heal you and empower, awaken your inner warrior to absolutely rise and thrive, my phoenix. All right, my warrior queen, my warrior from all over the world. This is the beautiful thing about having this information, is you learn that we are all souls on our own journey, right? And we're all the same. This is just a physical body. It's a physical vehicle that we have on loan, right? And we should love it and respect it inside and out, in mind, body, and spirit. And this is how we manifest, by understanding about ourselves, right, in every aspect of it, and understanding the universal laws, which now is pure science. So it's a formula which I've given to you, and you can have whatever it is that you want. Whatever you want, you can create the life that you want. It is your birthright to have it all. You don't have to choose. You can literally start right here, right now, with a pen and write down exactly what you want. You've got your goal card. You're going to do that every single day. All right. And then take inspired action. And if you really want to deep dive, then come and join me. It would be an absolute pleasure to have you join our family. And you can also join us on Facebook in the Diamond Success Mindset group. And you can also contact the beautiful Curvy Cake group. So I'm so honored. Thank you so much for having me as your guide today. It's been an absolute pleasure to be your sort of spiritual warrior of love and light, to guide you, through everything that I've learned so far as a doctor, as a published author, my #1 best-selling book, shameless plug there, as a mother, as a coach, and as a human being, right, as your fellow sister. So I really encourage you to just go for it. Forget what anyone else says. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life right now. It doesn't matter. You can create exactly the life that you want. All right. Make it happen. Doesn't mean it's a hustle, but you are the only one. You are the only one, okay, that can make it happen. And I'm telling you, this all starts with you, and you have a beautiful mind. All right, so use it. Sending you so much love and light. Thank you. I've been Dr. Vidhya. It's been an absolute pleasure. Now go and create the life that you want and that you truly deserve. Take care.